Hello everybody, this is Father Rith. This is going to be my first ever playthrough, and for EU5 nonetheless. And so, was an avid EU4 player, and so I'd like to try my hand at being an EU5 playthrough streamer. And by no means am I an expert at the game, got only about 500 hours. And we're going to go with Poland. So Father Riff here as Poland. And I'd like to go with historical expansions. So I just want to see the Commonwealth Empire, historical borders. That's kind of what I want to get at. And so let's go check out Poland. Alright, so for Poland, let's go ahead and do our estate management. Kind of just do some house cleaning checks here. First up, I want to get rid of this. This is right here. You can see raw material outputs and -5%. Just get rid of that early. Yank it. Push communalism is typically the meta at the moment. I have noticed we are playing with the most recent beta 1.34 open beta. And I've noticed that the Black Death doesn't seem to properly, kill everybody. It just kind of peters out in a golden horde and never reaches Poland. My last few saves that I've tried out on my own, and so let's see what happens with that. If Black Death even arrives or not, and kills half of everybody, half of Europe. And so let's go ahead. And I'm not gonna quite care about decentralization yet. Just once again, I'm not. Don't take what I say as raining endorsements of what I'm doing here, but this is just how I'm going to play it. And we'll probably end up getting rid of this later on, is my guess. Or maybe no, I'll leave this out, actually. See, I always second-guess myself when I play this game. Moving on. Oh, well, new buttons, by the way, new beta. We could... Look at this, 20 stability. Makes the commoners less happy, but they don't matter. They do matter, but they have good enough happiness as it is for what I got. And so, let us do road rights, obviously. If the burghers want to build roads, those are fantastic. Coinage rights. Treasury rights. And we'll pause for now. We'll definitely add more later on. But this is good for now. Apologies, was checking on something. Let's see here. New button, 15 legitimacy for only 15 clergy loyalty. Very excellent button. We don't want to spend it for that. We want to push communalism once again. Right here, communalism, and it's 5 loyalty for clergy. That's good. And in fact, we'll stop there because our nobility is a little antsy already, and so we're gonna give some nobility stuff. I want to keep them around 40% loyalty for now, lest they flip out, and I'm not ready for them to flip out this early. And so, nope, not that. We'll do this one. Innovativeness is cool. We can do one more, I believe. Elaborate court life. So 40%, nice and neat. Our peasants are a little unhappy, but they can stay unhappy. Alright, recovery effort. We'll just want to clean this up real quick because I hate seeing that pop up saying that there's a damaged province or whatever. Just add these guys. Top options, nothing here to see here. Let's look at our sliders. I pretty much automate all of this. Diplomatic spending to 0. Cost of court. Keep it just barely up because you're going to get free events, legitimacy events. No need to spend a lot on that. Go for diplomat and then burghers and then institution growth. So we get institution ASAP. I like some inflation. We want to get to around like 2% inflation because there's an event in Parliament that will basically wipe out inflation. So it's pretty underrated to actually have some inflation. And so One big thing about Poland is we like lots of clay. So, and early on, you actually have a masonry deficit. So, I'm gonna build some. I'm gonna build on Poznan, and so there's no clay or stone RGO here. So for now, we're gonna be on clay, but we could always interchange this one. We're just gonna build one out here. Or maybe that's probably not the most efficient. Let me see. That's probably not the most efficient to build that there, actually. Kind of memeing if I do that. So for now, let's just build. I always like to look at efficiency. But in this case, profitability early on is pretty good metric. And Spinner's Guild and Fine Cloth, they're pretty excellent to get to level 10. But we're not going to get these to level 10 right away, but those first two buildings are queued up for now. As for masonry, we're going to go ahead and build it anywhere where there's stone and clay. So capital is going to be a giga clay factory, masonry factory, as well as pottery. But for now, we're going to kind of spread the love here. We'll build one in this area here. And so we'll go ahead, subsidize it immediately. Sometimes the game will turn off a building, and it doesn't. That's not really helpful if you don't know what's wrong onto why it's running. So turning it on manually via subsidies, then you just go ahead and fix the inputs. Lumber mills is another thing that Poland will need, and you're going to build them anywhere that doesn't have stone or clay. So because these will have masons all in them, and so these states will iron. You could jam in your lumber mills here, and I'll produce wood. There's only 3 wood RGOs. Like see 1, 2. And there's some here in Silesia, but that is controlled by Bohemia, and Bohemia is pretty strong, and so we're not gonna mess with them for now until we get our own strengths up. Rivalries, we don't like the Teuton people. Alright, oh yes, let's improve with these nations here. We're gonna want to annex this and Warsaw ASAP, as well as everything else in Poland. And so the goal here is we're going to make a city in Poznan, so we could put a local governor once it's a city, and as you build a road connection, you could build a city here. And with an 80 control here and around this area, this is a nice little chunk of Poland that you cover. Then Warsaw, you build a town here. You move your capital here once you own it, and so you get 100 control, and as your capital. And because of the great river networks that Warsaw has, and it goes downstream up here to Danzig, you get very good control in this sector through Warsaw. And then once you move your capital to Warsaw, you go ahead and make Krakow a local governor, and then boom. So I'm not going to build these buildings because I'm going to move my capital to Warsaw, and so I'm not going to waste time on that. But I will build a sergeantry. That is pretty cheap, and so I'm not too worried about the sergeantry costing much here. So we're going to run the game on speed 5. You'll see me pausing intermittently as things are happening. Speed 5 gaming is how we're going to go through this. Sliders are all good here. Let's unpause. Lithuania, I'm probably going to end up abandoning. I've noticed in most of my saves I get Halich, and we could probably get them incorporated as a PU. Too many relations. What is going on? Probably Lithuania. We must honor our agreements. Nah, no thank you. That would have made us closer to Hungary, and I am not in the mood. I'm going to upgrade the masonry here in Poznan, because, yeah, we need masonry anyways. And so, our tax base, 53, 52. Let's see how much it costs to make a building here. Yeah, you can see how masonry cost is 14%. That is above. That's above like what the average price should be. We want to get it down to negative 33%. We should be not paying a premium for these buildings. No way, no how. Yeah. And you can see here, masonry is lack of masonry in the market. You can see how profitable these buildings are in Krakow. It's Taylor's Guild. Even though we don't have a Spinner's Guild, look at this, 1.50 ducats is pretty wildly insane. But wait, how much was that? 46 ducats? Yeah, let's build more masonry first. Let's get the costs down. Inflation is rising. Where are we at 1%? Let's go ahead and build this one as well. Uh-oh. May she rest in peace. R.I.P. lady. Okay, we can start annexing this. That's excellent. Yeah, you can see here. Let's see if the price is coming down. It's see masonries. Even though we're building masonries, the situation is actually getting worse, and so we need to get more of these going and make masonry even more profitable as we get some of these RGOs upgraded that make the supply of just basic inputs. Okay, last time I actually got this, I got terrible. Let me see. Can I go to war 2 tons and win? I think I could, actually. And this is maybe an early war I will do. Typically, I don't, but kicking in the Teuton's teeth is pretty interesting thought. Let's go ahead and fabricate a casus belli on them. We'll go with for... Oh, I have a truce. Silly me. Never mind. Okay, let's go ahead and do some law changes then. No one saw that, right? No one saw that. We'll go ahead and let's do Central Council. We'll go ahead and do this for now. We can do a lot of changes here, actually. I actually like to do favor the wealthy because of the tax on the burgers. A lot of people go for crown power, which maybe is something better I should do. But I'm going to go with favor the wealthy. I want to really go with cities and towns here. And I think we're going to let this fail because we don't want to pass this, and we're going to let this law fail. Well, we got 2 laws passed, though. This is, oh, empty cabinet position this whole time. See, Speed 5 Gaming will cost you. Let us go ahead and change the side of battles. We'll go with communalism. And let's see in a few years what we can do. Alright, so this is about to be built. Let's keep upgrading these. What's the cost of this? Okay. And we're gonna stop printing money. We're just go the just 0. We don't want too much inflation. Federal Reserve moment, you know, too much inflation is bad. Let us not hesitate, even though I just hesitated. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the price of these things are. Let's wait a little bit. Maybe... let us help these Germans settle into our country, sure. I broke my alliance with Hungary, which might invite Bohemia deck on me, which is... maybe that was a bad idea. We'll see the consequences of that. All right, let's see how much cheaper. Okay, you can see the masonry prices coming down now. We're starting to really get a handle on this situation here with the masonry costs. Union farm. Oh, there's the Halech Union. Nice, very nice. So we're gonna go through. Whoa, see, free legitimacy events. Look at this. And in fact, because of that, we could actually shortchange it. We could like be losing legitimacy a little bit, and we could save even more money. And let's see here. Can I do this yet? Nope. But we are missing some reforms here. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and do some clergy stuff here. Since our nobility is so loyal. There you go. Alright, let's see what the cost is to upgrade this now. Yeah, okay, we can start upgrading these. Let's go. A new outbreak. Okay, let's go ahead and clean up what's going on here. We'll do prosperity recovery real quick. This is pretty instant, these prosperity recovery. It's like, and it will go back to change the side of values immediately. Yep, there it is. Change the side of values, go back to communalism. Alright, let's keep upgrading these. Yeah, you can see the price of masonry coming down. We probably should want it down even lower, but for now I want to get these really profitable buildings going. Once is a level 10. Like, look at the efficiency on this, 17%. Contrary to, like, if I built a masonry here, it would be, what, 3%. And if you're not early with making things efficient, then you're just going to cost yourself in the long run. I'm going to go with this, even though I'm pretty sure the meta is just to do this one. But I'm going to go military focus with the cav, you know, winged hussars and all. Got to really stack that. We always look at the market. I always like to sort by balance to see what's just missing. Yeah, cloth is missing, so Spinner's Guild. Oh, and glass. One thing to know about Krakow, glass is an excellent little place here. Oh, wait, before I keep talking, after institution growth, we're going to go rush for the cost of city founders. Yeah, formal city rights. This is what we want. We're going to make cities along this entire river right here. Or towns. Okay. We'll build the same here. This is wool. Or Spinner's Guild. We can see here, look at the money going up. And here, we're back to our estates with clergy. We can ask for 15% again, legitimacy. And we're really shortchanging legitimacy so we can spend more money on other things that we like. Glass is also going to be a great spot to build in Krakow. This will help you make your towns cheaper as well. You want to make this level 10 when a tank comes. And you can see me building in twos because once again, you can build two at a time here. You can see 100, 100, 300, 300. And then this one's almost done, so I'm going to just go ahead and put this one there. Once again, lock and subsidize on the preferred, the one that has the actual shovel methodology. Same here, right? You see the shovel. Well, it's kind of hidden here because it's so filled, but here the shovel because the lead. Lock that production method. We're going to start annexing Warsaw. Cancel improving here. Very beautiful. Krakow is cracking. Okay. So see this lumber mills fill. Let's keep building these lumber mills. It does take a while for these things to get fully employed, so kind of getting them going early is nice. And they are making money, so it's not like it's like a money sink or anything. Let's see if I get more masonries going. Or, in fact, let's get the RGO cost cheaper. Let's build a... Let's go ahead and upgrade this clay. And the clay here is, yeah, okay, we're good. We're getting full lumber discount. -33 is as far as we could go. So we're not short on wood. Okay, let's go ahead and... I want to get this masonry maxed out. Just get it maxed out. The more max it is, the more efficiency it is, the more money we make. And you can see here, look at the money going up. Stock market go up to the moon. Okay, let's go ahead and do some union policies here. Otherwise, if we don't do these, we will lose the union. So establish seniority is the first step. Saying we're the boss. We are the boss, right? Yeah, we're the boss. Prestige doesn't really matter. Money is better. Oh, okay. We got Parliament. Let's see what we can do with this. Oh, see, balance the budget. It already came up. I don't know. Actually, this is pretty lucky to get this early, but we'll get it. We'll take what we can get. Do we even have professional armies spread anywhere yet? We barely even have it in Krakow, so we can just nuke it. So we're going to give us some professional armies just because we don't even have any, really. So, and the reason I did this is just so we could do a law change. Mining law by nobility. Nope. We want burgher-controlled mining. We're going to go serfdom support. Reduce opinion, sure. And you can see here, the balanced budget, while it's being debated, you get no inflation. Right here, monthly inflation negative 0.040. So no inflation, and you lose any inflation you currently have. So when this law passes, I will lose it all. But for now, we can just do a money printer go burr moment. And we unpause. And look at the money we're making. Gangbusters amount of money. We're going to go ahead and upgrade this masonry. And we're going to upgrade a glass since we're doing 2 buildings at the same time. Masonry, also go burr. We're going to go ahead and improve all these RGOs. Rotten luck. I'll just pay just in case. We'll do 1 stone. We'll do 1 iron. There we go. Inflation is that event's gone. Inflation went away. And immediately I'm going to just go ahead and print more money on top of it just to, you know, we'll get that inflation back. It's okay. We're going to increase cost of quarter because I am losing a little too much. This is okay. But you could see here, we're kind of on the right track here. Okay, let's see what's the most profitable building in this capital. Tailor's Guild, Spinner's Guild, no surprise there. We'll keep building these. It's like the Sith Lords, rule of 2. All right. Once you unlock the method, subsidize. Let's see what the most profitable. Yeah, the most profitable. Yeah, building an RGO and Crackle might be the next move here. But instead, we'll go ++. And you can see here, what's our discount on? Look how much cheaper the the building is. I think we were paying, what, 50 originally? Now we're just paying 25 for the building. So masonry in Krakow is pretty cracked. And see, this is fully employed. We could build one more here now if you want. Start getting laborers into this early. Oh, we got the rats. Let's see if this even spreads. I've noticed the Black Death doesn't really spread in the most recent beta. And so let's see if this works. It's okay if it doesn't. Black Death will show up anyways and kill everybody. Oh, 0 deaths. Oh, okay. Well, I guess it got bugged even harder. Alright, cool. No Black Death right now. It'll come up later. It'll like pop up and then no immunity style. And you can see here we want to get glass cheaper. Because this will make making cities cheaper as well. So having this early on be level 10 is pretty nice. Lead is pretty good too. We can make this super cheap. Iron is a nice RGO to upgrade. Start getting people into these areas. Okay, let's stop. Let's get the 2.5% inflation actually, because that way when we get the inflation event, we could wipe out that 2.5% fully. Anything with a shovel is good. All right. Oopsie. Let's get that glass going. More glass. And you can see the economy is zooming. Zooming. Oh, Austria won that war. Very impressive. Wait, honestly, maybe I should turn on Hungary. Pull for them for some money. Alright, let's go ahead and improve with this vassal. We want to look to maybe annex them next. Alright. We're going to go ahead and improve this. See, anything with a shovel. An outbreak of smallpox. Okay, is this our version of Black Death? Kind of is. Alright, it's sweeping through. Hospitals be damned. Alright, look at this. We're almost at a level. Oh, okay, this is one of the best Poland things to happen. 15% to found a town and cost for Poland. And so this is the cost of a fort. Oh no, that's just a construction efficiency. But the cost of a town is 15%. So this in the next 20 years. So by 1368, we need to have like 20 towns built or something. And so we need to get the cost of towns even cheaper. So more lumber mills would be nice. But we need to get these glass fully maxed. A witch hut. Yeah, sure, whatever. Go hunt those witches. Halich is expanding. One thing nice about Halich is they like to expand. Unified succession is also pretty critical because if you're misaligned on succession and Halich gets a different ruler, boom, you lost a PU. So if you gotta make sure you're on top of your game with succession law. Otherwise you will miss out. No fun. Alright, let's see how much it costs to found a city. Yeah, you can see how much glass we're producing, 10% efficiency as well. And the lead should be a factor in this. Yeah, see lead RGO. Pretty good. But it's a very small percentage buff. Sand is technically the best RGO to have. Okay, urbanization. Hold up. Lublin will be a city or town. It's on wool, which is okay, but the big thing is on farmlands, which is really good actually for a city. I might be inclined. If it was on an iron mine, like over here, I would not do it, but it's a free town basically if you get this law passed, which we shall. Or question mark. We go on Teutons, which I'm actually favored to do because I want to get rid of these guys early. Dealing with them early if they're not allied to anybody. So instead of this, remember we're gonna get towns for cheap anyways. Let's go ahead and do some feudal levies. We'll just steamroll these guys. Fabricate Costas Belly. Yep, we can do it. We'll do it on Danzig. Sure, we'll do Serfdom support. And we got a good one. Reduce. Doesn't really do anything. Wait, let's ask for a law change. Aristocratic court, and we're gonna do itinerant court. Yeah, and it's gonna give us some decentralization, but I'm not really caring about centralization at the moment. Reduce opinion again. Cool. And this is actually doing really good for us. I'm gonna just go ahead and declare the war now. I don't really care about that levy strength. We're pretty correct as is. I'm gonna go ahead and raise the armies. 18,000 boys. In the meantime, we can still be building. Just because we're at war doesn't mean we're not going to keep building. And in fact, I would like more masonries. That's kind of what I'm lacking. This will have masons. Let's do masonry here. Or actually, let's see. Hold up. Before I keep talking. I think we just build towns. But I would really like to make Poznan a town early on. Let's save some money, actually. In fact, I'm going to let that law fail. We're going to request additional taxes. We're going to cheap out on this even more. We're going to stop doing that. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to be saving up a good amount of money for this upgrader here. 1,300. Probably not the best idea to go to war on speed 5, but here we are. Ooh, integration. Nice. Alright, we caught him. Cab on flanks. Boom. Stack wipe. Nice. Nice and clean. These guys we captured. Put them to the sword. Just keep running down the AI. Shift click is your friend, by the way. Remember this? If I could just hit this AI, I can just let my vassals do all the work for me. Caught it. Good. And I don't... There's a 4K right there. Oh, okay, we got this. Let's go. Whoa. Hold up. No morale. Careful. This is where you could... Even though I have a massive army, 0 morale, you just get wiped if you engage a battle. Just bad luck. Okay, let's fight this battle. Nice. Okay, I stack wiped them. So my vassals should be able to handle the rest of the war on their own. We can kind of freeload from here, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Do they have troops? Yeah, no, they don't. So this is where I can let my vassals do all the fighting and dying for me. Disband the levies. Go home, boys. Let's see how much money I can pilfer off the Teutons. 126. Cool. Max Danzig. Right, we'll just do this. We don't gotta go crazy yet, and we gotta make sure we're not too much AE when we're doing this. That's because we're on speed 5. It's kind of just the game's like just can't handle the calculations live. Yeah, so we're good here. Let me just make sure I have a save. I don't even have a save file for this. Polish Empire. Yeah. Cool. Oh, yeah. I'm not building at Krakow. I'm going to keep building in this city. Even though we're saving up for that 1300, we can still keep building in Krakow. And in fact, we could go ahead and I'm not going to disable the forts. Let's not be too cheap. You can see how the Black Death didn't even arrive. Oh, wait. Are we cooking? No, we're not. Or it's somewhere. It's actually spreading in other places. A bias. Where the fuck? Where is that? Where is a bias? All right. Maybe it's still spreading and we just don't see it. Okay, this is really good. We're getting to this. This will help make founding cities cheaper as well. Once that's founded, we're going to go for... We're not going to be cheap. I'm going to go for my military stuff. If you want to greed, I guess, you could not do that, but I'm going to play it on the safe side and make sure I have my actual army bonuses. All right, yep, my vassals are doing their thing. They're nice. They took the war gold, Danzig. Very nice. We might be able to piece this out. Marienburg is pretty good. In fact, I want Marienburg as well, yeah. Let's just wait for the rest of the siege here. The population is on its own, getting to 30,000, which I'm happy about. Okay. In fact, they're kind of going too much in my cities already. I'm gonna, in fact, do autonomous villages. And so we don't want to flood too many people to the cities just yet. Oh, cabinet empty slot. Okay, let's go ahead and encourage innovativeness. Get some higher percentage values on that. Alright, we're just waiting on these forts to fall. Alright, hey Lich, any other union policies we could do? We already did that. Alright, we're just waiting on the next one. I don't want to lose money, so yeah, no. See, instead of me starving, look, my boys, my vassals, good little, good sports, you know? Dying for on my behalf. Alright, they took the fort. Alright, instead of Warmia, I think this fort has to fall as well. Alright. The game wants total victory. Okay, okay. Doo-doo. This area is going to get under control. And I lose 10 legitimacy. Yeah, no, I'm not. I would let it happen, but the 10 legitimacy is too much. I'm not. That's pretty costly. Alright, how long has the siege been going on for? 400 days. I would lose my mind. Okay, come on. Alright, cool. They unconned. Alright, nice. Let me just reset all this. Let's go ahead and look at the province map modes. I want to make sure I'm taking full states here for the sake of my OCD here. Alright, yeah. Okay. If I take one less, I could do war reps, but that's fine. I want to do clean borders here. Alright, cool. You got Danzig. Gonna go ahead and mothball the forts. Got some naval policies, I'm pretty sure, because now we have the ocean. And we don't really care about Navy right now, obviously. Now the question is do we go? We'll go with protect trade routes. Even okay. Okay, cool. We're gonna go ahead and start integrating Upper Prussia. Anti-piracy, sure. We're not privateering, so we don't care about pirates. Alright, this is where... Oh, we got minus 10% modifier on the town. City, that includes cities, so we're just waiting for the cities. Alright, founding a city in Poznan already. Which is pretty impressive to get a city this early. I like to think. But yeah, look at the road. Oh, this is going to be pain. Well, that city's building. We're going to keep upgrading stuff here in Warsaw and Krakow. Ooh, lose 1% inflation? Sure. And then I could go ahead and start print again. Nice. Before I do that, let's look at some union policies. Okay, let's just lose the prestige. I don't care. All right. We have 15 years to still spam a bunch of cities or towns, shall I say. For now, we're just going to keep upgrading. This is almost being annexed. Excellent. Let's see how our lumber mills are going. These are... Now, one thing is this game is not totally accurate, of course, because, once again, Black Death hasn't really swung around and done anything. So I'm not sure what Paradox will probably fix. This is an open beta, of course. I'd imagine they would know about it, so I'm not going to bother looking in on that. Oh, yeah, this... Honestly, I see this. It pushes 10 towards centralization, which is cool. I could put down the revolt instantly, but I am not going to do that. I'd rather just let them have 20 control everywhere. It'll tick back up. And in fact, let's see how much eco dropped. I'm curious. Like, it barely even dropped. Like a duck and a half. So it's not, honestly, that event. Like, I just let the control slip. Unless you want to let the revolt happen and you siege back everything, you kill like 2-3k pops. It's probably not worth. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, funding artisan guilds right here. The burgers option is so good. 10% efficiency on everything that you have on the burger buildings, and honestly, it's pretty gangbusters on how much it does. Let's go ahead and do additional taxes. I like money. Contain professional army. This time I'm not going to do it since it's actually out of progress. Address nobility complaints. I don't think we have any banking, do we? Kind of, but we could let go of banking. Let's do humanist ideas. Call of Freedom is fine. Let's contain banking. Well, we'll wait. Let's see if we got lucky with an event. Otherwise, we'll just let the law fail. I don't want my nobility to be more unhappy than they are. They're kind of already on the edge here. Let's keep upgrading this. Let's go ahead and upgrade our sand RGO. Iron mine RGOs. Very good. Well, there it is. 10 support. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just noticed my legitimacy is way low. Whoops. I probably did something. It was probably the parliament decisions that made them not like me. Luckily, we have this 15 legitimacy, and we're going to get back to 50. So once in a while, I got to kind of pay attention to that. And look how much that cost a quarter is. It's insanity. And so I'll lower that. Let's get up to a little higher. We'll go up to like 0.15 gain. But the money we're making right now, pretty good. Once we get the road to Poznan is when the money will really start flowing. But for now, we'll just keep building up Krakow. Let's see how much the road costs, actually. So if I build this road, or if I build one road, does it tell me what the cost is and why? Okay, yes, yeah. I'm getting a good deal. I probably should just build this. And I'm going to just save up the money and build it. So I'm going to wait. Once this is annexed, this AI probably has some money in its bank that we could utilize. Alright, let's see if we could do some union policies. I don't have the prestige, of course. Oh, another great thing. Once you save up canonizing saints, free legitimacy, basically. Very good. Let's actually found a city or town. Or this is where I get impatient, where I like don't want to. I need to make this thing here. I've debated on taking loans out, but the loans are pretty high inflation. Not inflation, high interest rate. So I'm gonna just try to avoid the loans. How's the rest of you? Ooh, England is going to town. Let's see. So let me try this out. If I do this, let's see how much faster it is. 1357. It's probably a little faster than I did that. Just ooh, not a good event. Sure, let's lose some military ability. That might be a really bad idea, actually, but we'll do it. Black Death, yeah, I did nothing. I think it just pops up randomly, and we don't. Sadly, I won't be able to do segregate the infected. That's the best way to do it. All right, let's go ahead and just build this for now. Let's see. It's gonna build to here, anyways, right? So we'll build this. All right, I'll build that road. I hope this AI had a lot of money saved up. Let us see where this is going. You see the control is all back right here. Alright, this is going to Konin. And now we're going to build a road from Konin to Poznan. So let's start now. Oh, see, look, the burgers are finally building a road. A little late, but hey. They're doing it. Alright, nice. We got some money. Alright, nice. We got the road to Poznan. Once this is all built, we shall build our governor mansion. And this is where we should probably keep building these. Okay. Yeah, still very cheap. Look at that. Beautifully cheap. Always be cheap. Smallpox. Again. Yay. I guess it kind of helps simulate the Black Death a little bit. My eco should have been taking a hit because of Black Death, but no Black Death, so kind of does throw off the feng shui of what a real game would look like, sadly, but here we are. I wanted to play with the new beta. Alright, let's start annexing this one now. Cool. Alright, let's see what we can research here. This professional army's coming up. Alright, good. It's spreading. It's already in Krakow fully, it looks like. Ooh, diplomatic annexation efficiency. This is probably what we should be doing. I probably should have done this one earlier. But it's alright. Okay, we can build now the governor mansion, I'm pretty sure. Yes, this is it. This is where we'll make all the money in the world. Okay, so now that that's happening, we're in anticipation of this already happening, we're going to go ahead and increase control. Whoops, what the heck was that? Alright, whatever. And we're going to increase the control because it's going to be 80 anyway, so as this is ticking up to 40, this will ease into 80 immediately. You got to keep building this. These are also pretty profitable. The money. We need more money. Okay, I don't like this fort. Some of these are weird. This is, what is this? Livestock, fiber crops. This is a good paper because it has fiber crops. We'll build this. That way we can start looking on books, actually. That's one thing we're missing, is scriptoriums. Okay. And just by having those roads anyways, the control along the river here is going to go up. And we should probably look to build bridges. There's so many things to build. The eco will start going up. You can see this area starting to turn green or yellow. Excellent. Alright, now the problem is we have 9 years left to build those towns with all those discounts I mentioned earlier. We're going to lose this minus 15% discount. And we could get masonry costs even lower, I think. Let's see if we can pull it off. Maybe not. Okay. Develop the interior. This pushes land and it gives us some free development, which I like. So let's do that. Autonomy support, sure. Additional taxes, I like money. Lessen levy support. Bellico support, sure. You can see how our states are still kind of nice and happy here. We're getting 44 ducats a month. Very nice. Actually, let's build up these RGOs. Yeah, so yeah, see, now that this is a city, we build 2 at a time. This is nice. All right, look at that control. Ticking up still. Beautiful. All right, let's start expanding some towns, shall we? So I like this one, Vypelitska. I'll butcher all these let's say Italian, all these Polish names. Coal is very good for weaponry in this. This is would be my like nice weaponry state. Same with Krakow actually because of the lead. Fiber cross will be my paper area. Spinners Guild with the wool. Tools, Spinners Guild. We're going to build on these vegetation and river map mode is pretty useful. And RGOs, of course. You want to know what RGOs you're building on. This is also a special event. This makes salt very nice in this city or town. Oh, it's found some more towns. More towns is great. So, anywhere with good control along these rivers, really giga. Alright, is this maxed out yet? Nope, not maxed out yet. Actually, this is pretty maxed out. Let's go ahead and switch this over. Increase product control. Let's get this up to speed as well. So we want to kind of cycle around to get this to where it should be. So now we're founding towns pretty rapidly and on the cheap because of that special event Poland gets. Let's go ahead and keep building the scriptorium slowly but surely. Poznan as well is now a nice city that we should be looking to upgrade. We're in the money or legitimacy? Sure, we'll do legitimacy. One of our advisors has died. Actually, this is where we need to do some of these. We're going to go for capital economy. Never this. We want the tax. This. Values. Are we? I'm pretty sure we're already pushing land quite a lot. What's our land push? Yeah, and we're not going to get to push 90. We're going to have to just wait for random events that give us free land. So we could give away some to Navy push just so we get more happiness. So even it doesn't matter. This gives 5 base happiness to the burger states. And so, yeah, this is fine. Naval maintenance, sure, you could have that. Former guilds, yeah. Let's look at clergy. Make them happy. Expansion of zealotry, sure, some zealotry is cool. Makes them happy. Nobility, we kind of want them to get lost, but you know, they're all noble, high and mighty. Okay, let's go ahead and do some union policies. Unified treasury. Anything that sounds like Senator Palpatine would do, you know, to gain more power is what you do for the union policies. Which one makes the most sense to... Okay, we're going. And wool prices, because we're using so many Spinners Guild, wool prices are starting to go up. And we could actually look to build up some of the wool RGO. So that's already been built. Wool right here is good. We'll do that. Right next to Poznan, we can do a wool as well. And that will make these more profitable because the inputs will go down, and then you make more money, and then economy go up. Very poetic. Okay, let's get a crown prince on there. Nice. That's more crown power. Oh, okay, good. This is a town. Let's go ahead and build a... We need to sort of weaponsmith because there's coal here. See? Coal. Very nice. Excellent right here. Alright, we're going to need more towns. We only got 7 years to build some towns. So here we're looking for paper again because see we're already maxed up the paper here and you can see how profitable paper is. In fact, we're going to need another paper town here just so we get the paper mills going. Halich is still expanding pretty good because we're going to own them. So I guess they're my version of Lithuania in this game because Lithuania did not come out to snuff, unfortunately for them. And this is great. Our burgers are making roads for us. And right here is a free push to centralization. All right, let's upgrade this again. All right, let's see how our eco is doing. Okay, one thing to look at also is culture. I probably should have looked at this earlier. So yeah, all this stuff here is kind of a group of Polish culture right here. Well, let's accept them, and it doesn't really cost as much since we're already Polish. Okay, and that should just give us cores on all this right here instantly. Nice, and then this is already fully maxed. Increased province control. We'll move it here instead. And you can see here, this is good. All right, let's make some more towns. And we got some farmlands here. All right, nice. We can make some paper here. Excellent. Subsidize. All right, nice. Krakow is still cracking. Let me see if I increase this cost of my... So this is to 1392. If I increase Diplo spending, how fast is it? Oh yeah, much faster. And honestly, I think for the sake of owning Warsaw earlier, I am going to increase my cost of Diplo spending. Because this owning Warsaw faster would be very beneficial. And I'm not sure, does improving relations... I'm gonna presume improving relations will increase annexation speed. So we're going to zoom this. And we have the eco to pay for full Diplo slider. So I'm not too concerned. Let's max this out. Good. Beautiful. And with all these scriptoriums, we could build some libraries. And the library cost should also be pretty cheap because of all the books we have. Surprisingly, not that much cheaper, but you know, it's good enough. Nice. Plus, we got plus 20% diplomatic annexation efficiency. So we get Poland, Warsaw annexed soon. How dare they? Wallachia? Who cares? Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's go ahead and get some medieval army tech here, and just make sure we're on. We're up to stuff militarily. Okay, is this full? Okay, this is pretty much full as it's gonna get. What is this? They want 76 ducats, and they will lose 50. What? Okay, well, let me just figure out what this is out. Despite the end of the fragmentation. Da da da. Okay, we know reforms are in need, so I'm gonna guess that we should spend the money. And I really don't want to take loans, so I'm gonna cancel what I just built here. Just doesn't cost anything to cancel. Sure, let's get some reforms. And then this will push that we need good reforms. We're not gonna take the risk. We want reforms bad. All right, cool. And I'm gonna cancel this other building. And I'm gonna go ahead and max out legitimacy. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do I need to do that? No, I don't. Haha. Best button in the game, by the way. Okay. Point 25. Our nobility hate us, and we might get a revolt here. Luckily, it looks like it's going to be confined to just Danzig area, or whatever this area is. Malbork. Sure, you guys could revolt if you want. Not even. Yeah, that's going to be like 2 provinces. Okay, we need radical reforms. Where do you even check the progress for this reforms that they're talking about? Is it like hidden? I'm gonna just go with the maxed option just to be safe. Okay. I'm gonna get back to 50 legitimacy. Oh my goodness. We need radical reforms. I don't care. Okay, look at this. We will unlock this policy. Nice. 10% maximum tax. Yeah, we get this. Nice. And we also get this extra for 20 years. This is pretty wild. Okay, I think we're looking pretty now. What's my crown power? Okay, looking spiffy. Let's see what else we can do. Integration process buff. Sure. Let's do that. Let's get some money. I need money. Actually, you know what? I'll just let this. I'll let this go through. And we're gonna let the nobility revolt because it's going to be 2 provinces, so this gets smashed instantly. Let's see some union policies. We need some prestige, but you know. Let's keep improving relations with all these vassals. 1373 for Warsaw. It's gonna take forever. Okay, Krakow. How's it cracking? Okay. I probably should build this salt. People are probably screaming about me not building this salt. Okay, a nice control. Okay, we got about 2.5 years left for the discount to remain for founding towns. Oh, multiple annexations slow it down. Okay. Good to know. I probably should have just done one annexation at a time. Should I cancel this actually? Oh. Yeah, let's cancel. Yeah, let's cancel this. I want Warsaw faster. This is just... Yeah, okay. Save this 2 years. Keep building these up. Let's build a library here. In fact, let's just build a library in every tile. BR is my favorite shortcut. Excellent. Some libraries not be building might not be building because of the book shortage, because of the sudden demand. Paper and masonry is negative as well. Build some RGOs. Okay, we got our little civil war of 3 provinces. Let's go ahead and put this down. All right, civil war is over. Let's take my little save here just to make sure everything's cool. Oh yes, Gdansk. Fish. One other thing I need is a whole lot of bridges. That's another thing. Bridges. Burgers would not build these. We're not going to move our capital. No thanks. My ruler died, but you canonize him. Nice. Free legitimacy. And what is this? I'll take the stab hit. Stab is not as important. It's useful, but I'd rather have the money. Unified external diplomacy. And this gives our burgers better fort defense, which is pretty good, and it'll make them happier. So this is a pretty good trait to get. Shooting societies. You can see the burgers making more roads. Beautiful. My ruler is greedy. Okay, cool. Thanks, game. Da, da, da. Okay, so we're looking to get Warsaw going here. That's gonna be beautiful. I think we're gonna get Warsaw going while it's being annexed. We're gonna move our capital there instantly. Then we're gonna move our we're gonna move a local governor over here in Krakow. We can start making this area better. Because in a real game, in a multiplayer game, your border, this is pretty vulnerable. Your capital, Warsaw is just better, objectively. It's just needing to build it up. Once I get the capital here, I think we'll stop for this session. It's pretty late in where I'm at right now. Speed 5 gaming. Okay, Warsaw. Let's build this. Okay, an urbanization. In fact, usually I don't do this, but we do need a lot of castles. Because we're pretty exposed. Oh, and let's do a land focus is always good to take. Especially for your land nation. We're going to go ahead and make a bunch of castles. I'm going to go ahead and stop funding diplomatic expenditure. This has been hurting me. Okay, let's go for... Let's go for literacy. And then we'll go for nobility satisfaction. Happier they are. Okay, we're going to build forts. One, two. We'll build a fort here. Yes, I think, and we'll look at the terrain. Yeah, right here is good. It's pretty cheap because of our discount. Basically, build a fort for every month tick. Especially want to keep the Bohemians out if any case of a war happens. So this covers here. We'll build an Austro. So nice spacing. So Austro will cover Cosbean. That means we'll probably have one in Koshian. And it's nicely spaced out. We'll build one here. Ooh. And you want to kind of get a nice little ring here so the AI cannot just run through you. Pretty good. Next up is to do one here, I think, because Poznan covers here. Then we'll get one probably here. Yeah, it's a marsh. And it's on the border. And this will cover this sector here. And then we have Torun. Good. Gdansk probably should have one. It's a big city. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the Malberg fort here. Build one here. We might be able to pass a law. We get an event. No censorship is good. More innovativeness. We can do this. Ooh, capital economy. Yes. And we're gonna go. Okay, one more fort. And I think we basically got the entire German frontier set. Yes. So build one here. Castle. Okay. I would like one more fort here to kind of really complete it. Well, actually, we'll need one over here and start swinging up to Warsaw. Alright, we're going to save up money for the move. Alright, Warsaw is a city. And we could already immediately build something in here already, just because by the time we build this library, we can slowly start building it up preemptively. Okay. Alright, let's make some wool. Some iron. Alright, Krakow. Sandomirs will have a fort. Pretty sure. Okay. Keep going here. Another RGO that's not very, you know, worthwhile saving. Legumes, wild game, these are things that you can build towns on quite easily. Copper is going to be quite painful to build a town on, and I'm going to avoid doing it. Copper is kind of useful, but it's on farmlands is the problem, and it's on a river too, so I probably will make this a town, but for now I'll leave it be and decide on that later. Okay. And for this event, let's go with legitimacy. I'm not really interested in what's going on with the papal situation and the two popes. Ooh, this one. Hmm. Oh, and I also got a PU on Lithuania, but I like the cultural influence. Let's go with it. Let's go with it. Sure. Hopefully, I don't live to regret what I just did there. Okay, my economy's stagnating. This is where I have issues with the game. I'm not sure why it stagnates. I feel like it's stagnating, but I don't know. My money is going up, so this is where I kind of play based on vibes a little bit. Let's see, how close are we to the next age? Our professionalism is going. We're getting there. So in the meantime, let us go ahead. Oops. So much. This looks good. It's cost a core. Let's get some nobility, literacy. Okay. Save up money for our capital moving to Warsaw. And of course, we would want to make it a city as well. And to save on money, let us go ahead and do this. Oh, it was already 100 legitimacy when I did that? Okay, whatever. Kind of trolled. Okay. Warsaw is a city or a town. Let's move our capital. Oh, we have to accept their culture. Okay. Kashubian. Wait, did I do it? Oh my goodness. Do I need prestige? Or wait, do I have to wait a month tick? Why is it not working? What do you mean it's not a core? Culture. Oh, it's Mazovian is what I need to be looking at. Okay, Mazovian. There you go. Or do I need one more to do it? Alright, I need prestige. I guess in the meantime I could go ahead and make some more towns. Let's see what is going on here. Okay. The king gets a new child. What the heck? Who the heck are you? Malevolent. Yeah, no. Let's get her out of here. I guess we could build a castle on Warsaw in the meantime. Oh yeah, I forgot to start annexing this vassal. Okay. Oh, good. I have prestige. Let's go ahead and accept Mazovian. And we can start moving our capital. Yep, now we can move it. Alright, as soon as Warsaw is done building its castle, we can move the capital, start moving. In fact, I want to save up money anyways to make Warsaw City immediately. So we're going to be halting our spending spree a little bit. We'll go with military exercise. So we do more taxes. Increase opinion. Serfdom support, sure. And there we have it. 80 ducats profit. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, I meant to save money. Sometimes I can't control my impulse to just keep spending money. Patience, patience is the key. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? Hungary? Wait, what? Excuse you? Wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. What happened? What did Halich do? Wait, what? Where the hell is Sanoke? This? Okay. We'll fight. Mobilize. Let's get some heavy horsemen. Ooh, it's on the border. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Let's get our vassals to attach. Sadly, I built a fort line that's just, it's like a big wall that they could just kind of walk around. So that's not gonna be fun. Okay, get the vast armies. Let's run them inside. Let's get them out of here. Let's go ahead and split off a smaller army. Luckily, I was researching Miltech, so it's not a total disaster. The AI is not the smartest cookie, especially Halich, who is just running in there. Can I tell them to not suicide into this area? Oh. A hardy warrior shall reign. Alright, let's fight these battles. Uh-oh. I'm very dangerous. Like, Hungary could just pop up with, or Bohemia could pop up with, like, a huge army. Also, one thing, I don't know what is with this game. Look at all these people intervening. Like, Maines, I guarantee you a bunch of HRA miners are just going to intervene in the war. Not sure why. I don't really have any AE, but that's what the game is doing. Okay, let's go and destroy these little armies. Oops, wrong place. Okay, nice. Max literacy. Let's see if I could already white piece this. Nope. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Are people intervening on my side? What is going on here? Okay. I guess a bunch of HRE miners are joining my side instead, which is nice. But they are ruining my war score. Alright, time to go to unknown. I think Hungary is somewhere in here. I mean Bohemia. Oh, there they are. Ooh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait. Okay, I'm already locked in. Let's slow this down. Let's see what happens here. Already consolidated. Cav is on the flanks. Luckily, the main army is going west. I got there first. This is defendable terrain. I'll have full morale, more troops. They'll have heavy cav on me though, right? I have heavy cav. Okay, no, we win this battle. Hungary's gonna get destroyed here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, not even close. Well, if this army makes it in time, we're in trouble. Alright, good. Their flank's gone, and they're gone. Alright, cool. And run out of here. You know, do I need to run? Hold up. Maybe I don't need to run. You know, this is a grasslands. I think we can take this fight. There should be no penalty here. Oh, nice. My capital is moving during a war? Or no? Oh, it froze. Okay. Because of the war. Okay, I was wondering if that happened. Okay, good to know. Okay, starvation is bad. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh, that's pain. That was pain to watch. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's consolidate. Cav on the flanks. This should be a stack wipe. It's a river crossing, right? Yep, river crossing. Pretty much a near stack wipe. Kill all the prisoners. What the heck? Okay, we're doing good here. This might be a good war to take Silesia, because Silesia is a very big pain to take later on. I can take it now, maybe. Let's increase control to Warsaw, future capital. Let's go ahead and build a town here. Am I the war leader? Oh, that's not good. Halish is the war leader. Unfortunate. I thought I was the war leader because... unfortunate. Let's fight this battle. Let's go. Let's see some action happen. Okay, nice. Warsaw's our capital. I guess it does move in the middle of war? I'm confused. Doesn't matter. Alright, now that Warsaw's our capital, we can put the local governor in Krakow immediately. So we don't lose much control in the area. And in fact, let's cancel these towns. I want to make that city immediately. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh man, oh man, oh man. This war, what have I done? I really wish I was the war leader because I'm feeling like if I peace out, I think that breaks the PU. I feel like almost tempted to take an take a save, peace out, see what that does. Let me see, how much land can I take from this war? Whoa, 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 whoa. This might be a bad battle. I might need to run away here. Yeah, this is already done. Alright, time to hide. I'm gonna just play defense. Alright. Oh, Bish. Okay, never mind. Thought the war was over. It was not. Okay. My clergy, we could do legitimacy soon. Okay. Alright, peace. What did Halich do? Millets to Poland. Nice. I'll take it. One little tile. It has fish, actually. Yo. I actually need fish in my market badly. Okay, that actually was not too bad. Okay. Let's go ahead. How close are we to professional troops? Very close. To the point where... Let's go ahead and research this. Actually, no, this. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, we did turn off our forts. Yep. Speaking of diplomacy, hey, Lich, my boy. Yeah, I'm the one in charge. Yeah, Bohemia, you could take a hike. You're not getting that back. It has fish. How does it have fish without a river? Huh. Voodoo magic, I guess. How does it... The river is here. It has fish here. Did they have the iron mine mixed up here? What? Bohemia's preparing for war against me. Okay, Bohemia. Alright, let's go speed 5 again. And look at that, we're getting the control back up to 100 right here. This is great. Sure. Alright, once Warsaw's a city, I think we'll be back to popping here. And look at the beauty of not paying for legitimacy for the last 3 years at all. Okay, Warsaw. Takes 2 years to build a city. Ugh, it's pain. Oh, the Vitruvian man. Let's go for it. Okay. So always, step is you build armories, or research armories, I mean. Armories are first. Then guns. And we'll get our cav, heavy cav. And while this is being built, let's build our bridges, because we need them. Okay. Let me see here. Oh yeah, legitimacy. Okay, we're gonna stop bleeding that a little bit. Let's go 0.10. And these bridges that we're gonna build, we could build them in these areas too. You want to get to up the river here. And are we paying discounted prices? Kind of. And this is where in the value system, like I do want to push capital eco, but the way to do that is I would need to go most profitable would give us 0.10 gain. But honestly, infrastructure, it seems like the most. I'm going to go with the infrastructure option because bridges never get employed, and it's really annoying because you build these bridges for proximity, and then the game is like, well, bridges don't make money, like they always cost money, and so if you do most profitable first, people just go to the buildings instead of the bridges, which would actually make you more money, but you know, that's neither here or there. I do love seeing all these bridge icons. This building, very aesthetically pleasing looking bridge. Okay, let's go ahead and tell our estates give me legitimacy or else. And I want to make like there's a thing called pound lock canals, which only cities can do on rivers. And so if I make like a whole city network of just pound lock canals, makes things very nice. 50 control, 50 development for this town. Don't care. And let's arrest this guy for legitimacy. Sure. All right, nice. Okay, let's put some libraries. BR runs. No, more bridges, more bridges. Let's build all these. Look at that. We got a nice little ring of bridges here with the river map mode. This has iron in the state, so these two could be a nice tool factory. Factories. They don't exist yet. Oh well. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, we could cheap out on legitimacy a little bit, I think. Just, you see how cheap I am, guys? I just... Gdansk gets 10 control. I really don't care. Okay. So now that Poland, Warsaw pretty much has full control. I'm going to start importing control down to here. Oh yeah, more bridges. Bridges. Okay, let us see what we got here. Sure, let's go ahead and let's try this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that, but let's try it. And since we're already busy teching up all that mill tech, I think we could contain banking without much penalties. Might be troll. Yeah, no, let's not do that. Let's get the additional tax. Address toll this. Special idea, sure. And ooh. And let's pray for a random event that just gives us something. Oh. Okay. I guess that's a little there. To the point where we could lessen clergy levy size. Like, how much is that? How much is clergy even like providing to us? Let's see. I'm actually curious. So clergy will lose 50% levy size. So I could raise how many levies? 28,500 roughly. Let's see what that drops it to. Nothing. Okay, cool. It's probably not nothing, but you know, who cares? They're made of cloth. They should not be fighting. Oh yes. Okay, Warsaw's a city, and I should probably be building buildings in this city. Would be advisable. And honestly, I never do it, but I think I'm gonna make crack a Warsaw the center of the trade node here. And so let's see how that impacts things, for better or worse. So let's do the market. I always kind of get lost on how to move the market trade capital. Had to do a bunch of different clicks. Ah, there it is. Relocate market. 800 ducats. Dang. Ugh. And you can see how good the control is getting right here. That's nice. Get these wool going. Get these peasants moving. All right. Now, once again, this is somewhat inaccurate because the Black Death never hit me for some reason. It's the beta. That's what happens when playing a little ahead. It's not completely properly, done. But hey, here we go again on my own. All right, integrate province. I think let's integrate the fish. It's a nice fish. The rise of the woo? What is this? Ugh. We are no strangers to power hungry of the Schlachta. Their rising demands for more privileges flood our court. Okay, I remember this. How do I get rid of this, though? Is there like a... There's going to be a bunch of events where they keep demanding privileges, and then you take like a 50 legitimacy hit and like 50 stab hit. It's pretty painful. So, not sure. We'll figure it out. Okay, union policies. All right. Any other libraries I can build? Always check your libraries. You never know. Libraries are very good. They give culture, literacy, pop promotion, institution growth. It's all around pretty good to have. Nothing controversial there about that kind of thinking. It's nice to get Warsaw going early. All right, Wool Spinners Guild. Okay. I probably should be looking to get professional troops. I've been holding off too long, but I kind of want to wait for the proper cav tech. I guess I could just upgrade them when I get it. Why is this not employing? Oh, it's I see why. It's the RGOs being employed first. Let's just see, in case emergency, what's my loan capacity? 3,000. Feels pretty light. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. The AI is better at having more eco. Is it like just the RGOs that they're upgrading? Like, is literally is it just that? It's something I don't really look at too often here, sadly. I probably should just do this. Dyes are pretty good. Nice. Gdansk is part of the Krakow market. Just barely, but we're there. We made it. Okay, armories. Let's build these puppies. And one thing to always look at is these green circles. Once they're filled, that means they have full employment, typically. And you can build one there and then not wait for it to be employed. As much, people migrate more and all that stuff. Alright, got these armories going. Let's see what they need. Yeah, see, they need guns. That's why we gotta research guns immediately. That's why that's next up on the list. And then Krakow will be... Krakow will have a lot of guns because of the lead. Ooh, this is actually a really good state for cannons. It has copper and lead. So this will be a really good cannon factory. Whoa, 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 whoa. What the hell was that? It just said, take away all your stability event. Okay. That's pretty brutal. In fact, I'm gonna encourage stability investment. That's a pretty not okay. Okay. Alright, balance the budget. Awesome. And then this is where we can max out our money printer. And Poland gets these breakthrough events. Just I like the 10 research, man. For just some money is good. I would recommend it. Invite a cardinal? Nope. Yeah, the stability is going to be pretty bad to the point where I'm not sure how much do I pay for this thing. Slider's not too expensive, actually. It's... Alright, guns are going to be researched soon. That's really good. Okay. Iron. Okay, let's get some spinners guilds. Alright, we got some gunsmiths here. You can see the RGO bonus here for the lead. Obviously, it's not the best spot, but it's pretty good control right now. And it's a city, so you can stack it. So a nice gun factory here would be fine. Let's go ahead and build the chancellery here. And I would think... I would almost think, how do I get Gdansk to have a governor mansion? I think I would just have to wait for a next one. But right now, 3 zones all going here. And I think this is where I'm going to stop right now. And so, thank you for watching. Father Riff here. Once again, it's my first ever playthrough stream. And we'll see how far we get next time. I think we have a good base here. I'm sure Black Death will actually roll around and wipe out half my pops. It does kind of like reappear. I'm pretty sure it will at least. And let's see how this disaster will go. Because, you know, this is pretty brutal. And I'll probably have to look how to end that. Take a save. Alright. Thank you for watching again, guys. This is my Poland stream. Appreciate it.